welcome all of you in the another session of transportation engineering. As you all know that we have been discussing about the numerical parts. We have discussed about side distances and stopping side distance. We have learned what is PIV theory, what is the meaning of perception time, what is the meaning of intellection time, what is the meaning of emotion time, what is the meaning of volition time. We have also learned the difference between lag distance and braking distance, what is the reaction time, and we have learned to calculate the examples, the numericals based on stopping side distance. Now, before few sessions, before few lectures, we have learned a theory, a segment that is called as super elevation. If you remember, we have learned the interesting concepts of super elevation, that what is super elevation, what are the uses, what are the advantages. So in this session, we are going to discuss certain important things which are related with the super elevation. We are discussing the segment number 2, that is highway transportation, and in this session we are going to discuss the formula for super elevation, then the design of super elevation, then the mixed traffic condition criteria and problems, then maximum super elevation criteria as per Indian Road Congress IRC, and steps for designing the super elevation. See, before we start the super elevation, what I would like to do is I would like to narrate and explain the basic concept of super elevation, that what is super elevation. So let me tell you that, see, whenever we are traveling on a horizontal curve type of road, whenever we are traversing our vehicle through horizontal curve, what happens is, see, if this is the kind of road that we are traveling. See what happens, let us assume that we are over here. Now what happens is that due to its due to the weight of vehicle and center of gravity, the vehicle will experience the centrifugal force in the horizontal outward direction, means in this direction. Due to the center of gravity and the weight of vehicle will be in this direction. So what will happen whenever we are traveling in this direction, our vehicle will tend to get overtopped in this direction. It will get fumbled down out of this edge of the road. There are chances of collision, there are chances of accidents, there are chances of fatal accidents. So in order to avoid this overtopping of the vehicles in this horizontal outward direction due to the centrifugal force, what we can do, first of all, this is called as the inner edge of the road, and this is called as outer edge of the road. See what we can do, let us assume this in the 3D section. What we can do is we can increase this outer edge with respect to inner edge. So it would be like this. If this is the inner edge, or see this, if this is the inner edge, this is the outer edge. This increase with respect to this horizontal line, this is called as, this is the outer edge, this is the inner edge. This increase is called as super elevation. Sometimes it is also called as cant or banking, because this part of the road surface act as the bank for this part. So due to this increased edge, outer edge with respect to inner edge, the vehicle will not tend to move or tend to overtake by crossing this edge. It will be, it will move itself in this part only. So this, the raise of outer edge with respect to inner edge is called as super elevation or cant or banking. While traveling on the horizontal road, you might have observed number of times that your vehicle tends to get accelerated in the outer direction, but it will not get toppling down. It will not get overtopped of crossing that outer edge. So that phenomenon, that saving, that what I can say, that safety parameter, that raising of outer edge with respect to inner edge is called as super elevation or banking. Now we all know that whenever we are driving our vehicle in an open ground or in lone area or in garden, there will be less number of vehicles and there will be less number of obstructions. But driving our own vehicle on the highway, on the road surface is totally different thing, because we cannot restrict that okay, from this hours to this hours only two wheelers will cross this path, only four-wheelers will cross this path. That cannot be happen. So what happens actually is whenever you are traveling on the highway, various kind of vehicles tend to move in the same direction on the highway. So various kind of vehicles move in the same direction and they generate certain kind of traffic that is called as mixed traffic condition. It is also having another name that is called as heterogeneous traffic condition. Means it is the mixture of all kind of PCU, passenger car unit or vehicles. In such criteria, in such condition, how do we overcome the issues of overtopping of vehicle, or how should we provide the super elevation? So that is what we are going to discuss. See, first of all, we should know the formula of super elevation. As I have already explained, formula for super elevation is E plus F is equal to V square by GR. It is E plus F is equal to V square by GR. But here I have written 127R. Why? So let me introduce the notations. E stands for super elevation. E stands for tan theta, that means the rate of super elevation. Then the F stands for the design lateral friction, or it is also called as friction coefficient, which is 0.15. The V stands for speed of the vehicle. If it is in small letters, small V, then it is meter per second. If it is capital V, then it is kmph. Then the G stands for this G. It stands for the acceleration due to gravity and its value is 9.81 meter per second square. And the R stands for radius of horizontal curve. So this is the basic equation of super elevation. Basic equation is this: E plus F is equal to V square by GR. If we put the value of G as 9.81, it will be like this: E plus F is equal to V square by 9.81 into R. And by putting this value, we'll get it as E plus F is equal to V square by 127R. So both of the equations can be used with its alteration. You can use this equation also and this equation also. But the major challenge that we will counter is when we are dealing with the mixed traffic condition. So there are certain places where super elevation is not provided due to the practical difficulties. There are certain stretches where we cannot provide the super elevation. So at such places, the value of super elevation becomes zero. This will be zero. And this frictional force will have to work. It has to fully counteract the centrifugal force, because we are not providing this super elevation. So as per IRC, the value of super elevation should not exceed 6.7 percentage, means it is approximate 7 percentage, and the friction coefficient value should not exceed more than 0.15. If we discuss it in detail, then these are the criteria: that if the plain terrain is there or rolling terrain is there, then the maximum super elevation is 7 percentage, means it is 0.07. If it is a mountainous region, then it will be 4 percentage, means it should not be more than 0.04. And it is urban area like Ahmedabad with many intersections, then it is 10%. It should not be more than 0.10. So these are the criteria, and the frictional coefficient value should not exceed more than 0.15. So basically, whenever we are doing the calculation, we have to keep two things in our mind, that the E should not be more than 0.07 and F should not be more than 0.15. If both of these values exceed these parameters, then there are chances of error. So this is about the formula of super elevation. That the super elevation, the basic equation for super elevation is E plus F is equal to V square by 127R or V square by GR. If we put F is equals to 0, then it will be E is equal to V square by GR. So it is like this. I hope you have understood the concept. So basically what we have understood is the basic equation for super elevation is it is either sorry, it is either E plus F is equal to V square by 127R or E plus F is equal to V square by GR. If you remove the value of G is equal to 9.8, then you will get this equation. If we put the value of F is equal to 0, then it will be E is equal to V square by G. Now let us discuss the designing of super elevation. See, designing of super elevation means there are two criteria that we need to understand. There are two criteria. See, either we can travel over a fast moving vehicle lane, either the road can be of fast moving vehicles or it can be of slow moving vehicles. If fast moving vehicles are there, then it becomes difficult for us to provide the super elevation. So what basically can be done over here is this particular thing where the fast moving vehicles are there, it is also called as mixed traffic condition. Now if mixed traffic condition is there, means various categories, various kind of vehicles are traveling. So there is a big issue whenever we are discussing about provision of super elevation. So what we can do actually in this case is that the maximum super elevation should be provided, and the maximum super elevation that we are going to provide, it should counteract the centrifugal force fully and it should neglect the lateral friction. Means the basic need of providing super elevation is to counteract the centrifugal force. So whenever we are discussing about the fast moving vehicles or heterogeneous traffic or mixed traffic condition, what we can do is that we can fully counteract the centrifugal force and we can avoid the lateral friction. Means E plus F is equal to V square by GR was the equation. We will ignore the value of F. Now the equation is E is equal to V square by GR. But whenever we are saying that we are fully counteracting the centrifugal force, at that time we have to consider 75% of the design speed. That is the rule of IRC. So E is equal to V square by GR. If we put E is equal to 0.75 of V instead of GR, then it will be E is equal to V square by 227R. So this is the equation which is used for the mixed traffic condition. Find E is equal to V square by 227R. After certain corrections of IRC, this value has been renamed as 225. So for the mixed traffic condition, the super elevation that we are supposed to provide is E is equal to V square by 225 R. What we have done is we have neglected the value of F. See, this is only the discussion of fast moving vehicle, and we have taken 0.75 of V means 75 percentage of design speed. And if we discuss about slow moving vehicle, then in case of slow moving vehicle, we are completely dependent upon this F. So in this case, we will completely use the old F equation of super elevation. Fine. So these are two criteria. If fast moving vehicles are there and maximum super elevation is to be provided, then the equation should be E is equal to V square by 225 R. Why we have taken this equation? Because whenever we are discussing about the fast moving vehicles, we are discussing that there are various kind of categories of vehicles that are traveling on the road. Heterogeneous traffic is there, and at that time we need to provide maximum super elevation to fully counteract the centrifugal force, and we need to ignore the lateral friction. So what we will do, we will ignore the F, we will take the 75 percentage of design speed, so it will be E is equal to V square by 225 R, and for the slow moving vehicle we will be dependent upon the lateral friction force. So as I have discussed that for the mixed traffic condition criterion problem, there are three things. If plain terrain is there, then the maximum plain and rolling terrain is there, then the maximum allowable super elevation is 0.07 means 7 percentage. If mountain is this there, then it will be 4 percentage. If urban area is there with intersection, then it will be 10 percentage. So these are the criteria that we need to keep in our mind in order to understand the super elevation concept thoroughly.